All right. Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. I'm your host, Jason. Your other host is the host with the most, Tim.
Boo!
And your other host is the host as a ghost, Bill.
Host with the least, you might say.
That was cheesy as fuck. But hey, we're talking ghost here. So, this was Tim's pick.
It was.
Every week we rotate out. Last week we talked about some fucking propaganda, and next week we're talking about some fucking poison. So, if you like those bands, check us out. If you don't, well, check us out anyway, and let us know your favorite rankings down below, or tell us what we should be talking about, because we have a Patreon, and you could join us on the show. Also, if you know anybody that's a good editor, hit us up. So yeah, we're talking Ghost. Here's our current rankings. Obviously, I'm the oddball out here. Go back and watch our Opus video, and we explain our history with the band. And stick around to the end where we give our color codes, because that always tells all. Will we have some Nickelback Browns here? I don't know. This video is about Prequelle. Am I saying that right? I don't fucking know. That's what I'm calling it.
Prequelle?
Prequelle.
Yeah.
I refuse to learn. I'm too old to learn new words.
Oh, come on. You know a little bit here.
Yeah, I can actually say all these. Oh, and I want to give a shout out.
Oh, you
Wait,
can.
can you say all of these?
Wait, hold up. I can say all of them but one.
Yeah, which one's that one?
That'd be track 9.
That's what I thought.
But I do want to give a
Elvis
shout out to my
Monster.
boy, Stephen King. I haven't in a while, but Stephen King, let us know your favorite Ghost record in the comments below. And come on the show. We'd love to talk to you about artwork. And we'd also like to talk about Zenith, who was the artist of this discography. He's got some... This might be my favorite studio album artwork.
Interesting. Okay.
It's pretty fucking epic.
I could see it.
I like the frog thing. It reminds me of a boss in Resident Evil 8.
I got the fun lenticular cover vinyl from the pre-order that came with the bonus 7-inch. That's,
Hail Satan and all.
right.
Blood red. All right. So Prequelle. Who wants to start this one off?
So I will. One thing we didn't mention in the Pope Star video, which go back and check that out. But so up until this point, nobody really knew who was in the band. The nominality was very good, but they were getting so big in the internet age that people were kind of going nuts over who's actually in the band. And during the Pope Star tour, the band kind of broke up, and there was a lawsuit. And I don't want to get into it. I'm not going to mention anybody's names here, but that information is out there. And so where the first 3 albums had a storyline that they were following, this one, because of the lawsuit, completely changes course. There's no Papa here. We're actually dealing with Cardinal Copia on Prequelle. Because during the tour, we get introduced to Papa Nile, who is the father of all the Papas, who are all brothers. Even though they're the same person, they're all brothers. And Papa Nile was the original Papa, and he got introduced, and he was, while Papa 3 got him a Grammy, took him to new heights, he was not faithful to Papa Nile's vision of what the papacy of Ghost should be. So Cardinal Copia steps in as a figurehead just to keep the train rolling. Makes artwork. The Cardinal is definitely an important person in the history of the lore.
Okay.
And then, yeah, stylistically, it's a completely new band here. Like, still the main driving force, still the main vocalist, who is the main songwriter. But the rest of the band, so there's some new influences coming in, and we're also getting a little, steam popularity wise. We won a Grammy on the last album, right? So
Mind blowing.
so this one, I don't know. Okay, so Ashes is just a another intro that kind of leads into the first single from the album, Rats, which I like. I think it's catchy, it's fun. It's a little dopey, but it's fun. And then from Rats we go into Faith. Faith I think is really cool. Um, it's kind of so the framework of this album is during the Black Plague, everybody is just going to dance. We're all going to die tomorrow anyway, right? And Rats has the double meaning because that's, of course, what brought the plague. But it also has, that underlying message of the lawsuit.
Oh,
I can
okay.
see that.
And
Yeah,
Faith kind of goes into that too, where during the Middle Age, that's what got you going. During the plague was your faith in the church, who's basically running the Western Hemisphere at that point. But it's also kind of a thing where he like, no, I'm the Papa. I'm the Papa. And like, have the faith in me that I'm going to see this through. There's a lot of double meanings on this album. I think it gets really deep. See the Light it's catchy. It's a cool song. Miasma is an instrumental. I think it's cool, but I have a couple issues with it. They do the Beat It Want Nanas on the guitar in the guitar solo. Like they do rip off Beat It here. And then that leads into a saxophone solo, which is where Papa Nile was introduced into the lore. He plays the saxophone solo live.
Shout out Colquitt.
Yeah, exactly. Got to have a saxophone solo. Danse Macabre again embraces that theme of we're all going to die tomorrow, so let's dance tonight. Also a single, also very catchy, also very poppy. I like it though. Like it's not my favorite Ghost song. I can't say any of these are my favorite Ghost song, but I think all of these songs, for what they are, especially what was this, 2018? 2018? Yeah, like the world needs more of this. Pro Memoria, I'm mixed on this song because like there are things about it I really appreciate, and there are things about it that kind of drive me nuts. I appreciate the first word is Lucifer, going all the way back to Conclave Con Dio on the first album. Like, we're still with it.
We're still Hail Satan.
We're still Hail Satan. There are some digs at the lawsuit in this song. The whole, you could have sold out too. Isn't that right, St. Peter? Which is a reference to one of the previous members. And the rhythm track during the verses, like the vocal melody and the words and everything I like, but the actual rhythm track underneath it sounds like a bad 80s Phil Collins song to me. Again, pop. And they've been aping the 80s since album one, so it fits. I like Witch Image. I think that's an underrated song in their discography. Helvet's Monster, another instrumental. And this one actually has Michael Ockerfeld from Opeth doing some guitar work, so that'd be like the big guest star on the album. And then Life Eternal is another one of those songs, much like Pro Memoria, and even to an extent, See the Light. We're like, yeah, it's good, but it's also like cheesy 80s pop.
Ooh.
Again, it's good, and I like it. And so overall, I would say my impression of this album, especially coming off Meliora, which is just banger after banger on that album, this one, like the songs themselves I really like, but when you consider that there's 10 tracks and 3 of them are instrumentals, this does feel like a long EP almost, even more than an album. And then when I look at it as an album, it reminds me of, Michael Jackson's Thriller a lot. It's very clean. And it's very poppy.
Well,
but I think it works.
If you didn't watch our first video, Tim is the ghost guy, and Bill and I are
I don't know shit.
We're just nameless ghouls in this video here.
We're all just nameless ghouls.
Even though I think somehow Tim and I are still going to line up. Based on
you're going to line up 100%. 100%. Let's go back and forth, Bill, as the new guys. I'll go first.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll go first. Ashes. The volume for the first half was way, way too low. I had to crank it to hear it. That Grammy money being used on production on this one already sounds much better.
Also mixed by Andy Wallace, who, of course, mixed Nevermind and the last album.
All right, well, my note is, okay, I get it. At this point, I have accepted it'll be an instrumental to start every album. I have accepted this.
All right. Rats. I watched the music video for this one. His dancing was fucking hilarious. I liked Rats. It sounded like a song Charlie on It's Always Sunny could have wrote, and it cracked me up. Them filthy rodents are still coming for your souls. Rats. Ah! The Nightman. Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
All right. For me, I feel like I've called this again based on what you guys have said. This was the pinnacle single off of this album, correct? Like, this was the prime?
It was the first one, but I would argue that Dance Macabre was actually a bigger hit.
But it was the first single, right?
But it was the first one, yeah.
Yep.
Released when the pre-order went up.
Nailed that one again. For me, compared to the rest of this, I thought Rats was honestly all right at best.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Like, compared to some of these other ones.
Okay. All right. Faith was fine. The solo was the shit.
Faith, it was slower. I said it was almost sludge sounding at times, just with how slow it kind of drug on. It was okay. Not as good as Rats was before it, given that Rats, I guess, was a single and correctly guessed that one.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
All right. See the Light. This one was some more 80s Terry from the Gate shit. These guys missed their decade for sure.
Again, without getting into like names and identities and stuff,
We're not saying names.
Papa is a year younger than you. Like, he's one of us, you know?
Yeah,
so.
he watched the Gate.
Yeah. Yeah.
he probably like got his musical influences from Terry. He was like, this guy is fucking summoning the demons from the Gate.
I am
Hail
so
Satan.
glad I wasn't the first person to mention 80s with relevance to this band.
Oh, it's 100% they are trying to replicate.
It's not even this one. I'll get to well, we only got one left when I would mention glam rock almost in some of this aspect. And we'll get to that when we get to Impera.
We are going to line up.
Well, no, I think our 4 and 5 are going to switch.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Well, it's Jason's turn to guess, so.
Well, we aren't even at that point yet. It's gonna be you guessing the 4 and 5.
Sure.
So See the Light. It happened. Rats was, from my point, the lowest single on the album, which, again, I went into this not knowing any of the singles, not knowing anything. I just did YouTube play first, listen to the album. Second, listen to YouTube playlist start to finish. I'm like, why listen to the full album? Like, this was their single track that they listed off of it, and god damn did I guess that right. See the Light, though, it happened. It existed. I don't know what else to say about it.
Bill, have you watched the movie The Gate? It is an 80s classic. You need to watch it. Some of the special effects in it, phenomenal for practical effects. If it's not Plan 9
from Mars, I haven't seen it, okay?
You just go watch The Gate,
I'm just bullshitting. I've seen a lot more than Plan 9 from Mars. Anyone who's about to flame me in the comments. Those of you that commented on the COC videos, I see you. I do read the comments. Like, I'm not.
Keep them coming.
I may live under a rock. I'm not that ignorant, though.
Let us know down below if you've seen The Gate. All right. Maya Sama Mishimo. Yeah. It was interesting. Soaring guitars, great drum solos, and super pretty. 5-minute instrumental, but my favorite instrumental so far. I don't want to be that guy. That guy right there. And put an instrumental on the top song list. But when that sax solo kicked in, it's a top song contender.
Interesting. Okay.
See, Miasma. Jason will comment about this being another instrumental. That being said, it was a goddamn good instrumental. So, Jason, whatever you're about to say about the song, fuck you, it was good.
I said it was a top song, motherfucker.
Well, this is what happens when you read note for note.
Hey, man, I'm using past, like, what I know about the past. Like, hey.
I didn't know there was going to be targeted attacks in your notes. Maybe you should go first.
Well, you know, there's more in the next album. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Oh, we'll get to it on this one, actually.
I know you're about to talk about something on that next album. If you don't, I'm going to be pissed off.
All right. Dance Macabre. Shout out Stephen King. Hit us up. Super pretty synth pop song. That's all I got.
That's your notes?
That's my notes.
Macabre?
Just a fucking synth pop song.
Did you watch the video?
No. I watched Rats, though.
Dance Macabre's got a better video, too.
When I was listening to
definitely
this,
watch it. And there's actually a whole series that came out with this album of Papa Nile, Sister Imperator, and Cardinal Copia hanging out at their home base, which is Forest Lawn Cemetery in beautiful Hollywood, California, where they're basically like treating the Cardinal like an idiot. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend the little video clips.
Okay.
So when I listened to this album, first one, as I said, whole album, whole way through, whatever the YouTube wholesale cut is. Then it was, broken up. Each individual song has its own individual track. And we're on Dance Macabre, right? So Dance Macabre was the only song that was listed in the track and then had the live listing afterwards in the top searches. And goddamn, right on the edge of top song contender. I mean, it's right there. Probably you'll find a way to sneak its way in here.
Because of the live version?
No. Well, I mean, the live version helped, but...
No, okay. Remember, 10 songs. That's what we're going by here.
We're doing 10 tonight?
10
We ain't
songs on
doing
this
any
album.
bonus tracks. We ain't doing anything else.
We're going to talk about some bonus tracks, but when we're ranking, in your rankings, it's based on these 10 tracks.
Rankings, I know what the rankings are. Don't worry. I know. Hey, I know what my album rankings are. I know what my top
if you like
songs
synth pop, that's cool. I mean, you know, I'm not knocking the, you know.
Hey, are you docking synth? Because you
damn
synth,
right. Fuck synth.
Oh my gosh.
Give us a synth band to fucking bring on the show. Let's go.
Well, I don't do synth bands regularly, but I like a good synth to break it up.
No, fuck that. All right, let's move on.
Dance Macabre, good song.
Dance Macabre. It's. I said it was a super pretty synth pop song. That's all I said.
Super pretty synth pop. You know what? Fuck it. Pro Memoria. Okay, this was a pretty goddamn good song. Jason, what the fuck you gonna say about that?
Started out sounding like a movie score. Another super pretty one. I liked a lot of the dynamics. I can dig it.
All right, I'll give you a pass on that one. All right, which image?
Bitch, you just a nameless ghoul. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Which image? It was a pretty song. I felt like it was a good follow-up to Per Memoria. It wasn't as good, but I felt like it was a good follow-up to that song.
Okay, sounded a little Imagine Dragons, drifting more into the pop side. Wasn't a fan. I did like the line, but like a mother would save her own child from digging a grave.
All right, track 9. To decide who goes first. Jason, you pronounce this name first?
Helvenfonster. Another instrumental.
Tim, which one of us sounded better?
We say it again, Bill.
Helveta Fenster.
Probably you. I'm saying
Hell's Monster.
Monster.
Hell's Monster.
You got that umlaut again, right? So Helveta.
Yeah. So Fainster.
Well, that's right. You're right. No, your Swedish should be Finn.
Look, I'm the only one that uses Swedish snus, so.
Oh my gosh. Helveta Fenster. All right. I felt like
it's not a Swedish pump, I swear.
So it felt like a medieval carnival song, which makes sense because when I did a little bit of research on this one. So Helveta Fenster is a reference,
which I know translates to the Hell Forest.
Hell Window, close.
Okay, Hell Window. Okay.
Yep. Which was a reference to the medieval dresses that women would wear, where you got a view of that side cleavage.
Okay. Again, we're partying in the Middle Ages on this album.
Yep. So, again, another huge Middle Age reference here existing. And I dig it. I like the instrumental. And I thought it was good. Jason, what do you think about the third instrumental on this album?
Another instrumental. The first half could have been played in the background of a Ren fair. I didn't care for this one. Mia Soma was so much better and interesting. This one felt like it was 10 minutes long.
Mia Soma?
Yep, that was better.
Man, you about to be... I don't even want to say it.
You ever been to a Ren fair? Because I swear to God, that's fucking Ren fair music in the background.
I said medieval carnival music.
You're walking around with a fucking steak on a stick and fucking Ghost is playing in the background.
You're fucking a ghost? You know what? Yeah, you probably...
And you got like 16 beers in your oversized pockets.
Damn right. Yep. All right. Life Eternal.
Somehow you and I are going to line up. I fucking know it. God damn it.
Yep.
Life Eternal. Goddamn good closer. Goddamn good closer. Jason, what are you going to say about Life Eternal?
Wasn't the best closer. I liked the last albums a lot more. This one reminded me of Fleetwood Mac.
I am so happy, Jason, you get to guess this fucking album ranking.
Oh, I can already see you're gonna fucking. The
Did
problem
you guys
is,
check out the bonus tracks?
This one I didn't get those two.
Oh wait, no, yeah, we got to talk about 7 inches. If there's bonus
and
tracks,
then there's 7 inches as well. Yes, I got that one as well.
I stand corrected. I heard "Kiss the Goat."
That's this one here, yeah. So yeah, the original pre-order for the album came with a bonus 7-inch, again, of a Pet Shop Boys cover on the A side, and the B side is a Leonard Cohen. I don't think they're available for streaming. They might be on YouTube. They're pretty good. They're not my favorite Ghost covers, but they're not my least favorite either, you know? But yeah, 7 inches of Satanic Panic was... So the tour did really well for this album. Like, at this point, they had been playing a lot of festivals, but Meliora really opened it up for them, where they were able to tour Europe with Metallica. They were able to tour with Iron Maiden. They really got onto some really big shows and were able to ramp their show up to where, at the point of Prequelle, they're headlining your local amphitheater at this point. And yeah, Rats and Dance Macabre did really good. And then to introduce Papa Nile, they dug up these recordings from 1967 that feature Papa Nile and the Nameless Ghouls. There's a video. It's very 60s inspired. Kiss the Go-Goat, of course, was the single. And then the B-side, Mary on a Cross, thanks to a TikTok trend, becomes Ghost's first platinum single.
Which one was it?
Mary on a Cross.
The B-side to a deep 7-inch cut for the fans.
That's how my kids knew who Ghost were.
And see, that's not even so. And as an old school fan, I'm like, yeah, you want to pick a deep cut like Mary on a Cross? Cool. The kids get it.
Really?
Might not be my favorite Ghost song. I think I do like Kiss the Go-Goat more. That's just a fun song.
So I was going to comment that I also like Kiss the Go-Goat.
Oh, I 100% like Kiss the Go-Goat more.
Top song contender.
Yeah, the
Mary
energy on that
isn't bad, but it's not my favorite Ghost song.
I like the energy of Kiss the Go-Goat, Hail Satan and whatnot, but Mary on the Cross was kind of meh. Like the keyboards.
Well, and if you're listening carefully, it's kind of Hail Satan too.
It is, but like it's not the Hail Satan that like makes me like them. But
right. It's the Hail Satan that reminds you of Christian Woman by Typo Negative.
Well, I don't know. Mary, I was surprised when they said that was the one that was like big. I was like, really? They've done so much better. Like Mary on the Cross was just another like Ghost song. Like
it was just a complete matter of timing, right place, right time.
Yeah, it was viral. Like it was. Weird.
I mean, let's be honest. That's music in the 2010s and 2020s, right? Like in the viral age, it's as long as you're in the right place at the right time. Who cares if what you put out is not even your top 10 song you did?
And you're skipping ahead to the next album with that analysis.
Yes, we are. I'll be quiet a little bit here now.
Don't want to spoil it for them.
Yeah,
but yeah, this was totally like, you know, they've been working on breaking through for a while now, for a couple album cycles, and the tours are getting bigger. They're getting in front of more and more people, and they're one of those bands that, yeah, the kids like them, the old guys like them, girls like them, like. There's a lot of universal appeal here.
I mean, and I think girls liking a band, you're fucking set.
I don't get it. Yeah, Kiss the Go-Go is a fucking great song, though. I'd give that one a top song contender.
Also, check out that video. It's a lot of fun.
Didn't watch the video on that one, just heard the music.
When I saw the Prequelle tour, they played both Kiss the Go-Goat and Mary on a Cross, and they both work really well live. They do drop one of those for the last tour I saw. I'll let you guess which one gets dropped, unfortunately. But Yeah, this is still widely available. Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
available
I was looking
on
up Ghost
7-inch.
vinyl on Amazon, and they still had that 7-inch. It was like purple, I think. I was like,
Okay, I think mine is just black.
They have a color version on Amazon right now.
Yeah, mine's just black. Yeah, get it. It's well worth it. 2 great songs, great artwork, still available.
Yeah, the artwork's great as always.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, the problem, like, you and Tim are gonna have it in the same fucking spot. It's just where is that spot?
I mean, I think so, but I mean, Tim might throw a little wrench in here, but I think we might actually have it in the same spot.
All right, I'm gonna start with Bill. I'm gonna say Bill.
Why are you starting with me?
Fuck you, then. I'm gonna start. No, I'm starting with you. Fuck you.
No, fuck a me.
Fuck you, fuck me.
This is our reminder to share our videos with your friends, because YouTube algorithm doesn't like us, and they won't promote us because we say fuck a lot.
Hail Satan.
What are you doing?
You were talking fucking good
Jason,
about this.
What the hell are you doing?
Shut the fuck up. Let me think.
Fucking think, then. Think, damn it, think.
Oh my god. This drunk motherfucker.
Live, damn it, live.
You hated rats, though. I don't know. You gonna have it number 3?
Am I?
I don't know, motherfucker. I'm saying you're gonna put it number 2.
Am I? Yeah, I think it'll be number 3 for me.
See, I wouldn't have guessed that. I should have guessed that because it's completely wrong, but...
What?
Oh
well, that's the logic you need to think for me as well.
Jesus fucking Christ. Y'all are going to match up, aren't you?
No. I'm going to diverge.
You're going to put it number 4.
That is correct.
Really? I mean,
Dude, go back to that. Go back to Pentesimum. Go back to the Zombie Queen and the Monstrance Clock.
Yeah, the fucking Zombie Queen.
Fucking year 0?
Psst, hey, Bill.
Yeah, but Dance Macabre, like,
Psst, hey, Bill.
Watch. What are you saying, Jason? What,
watch this.
Number 1 for
watch
whatever
this.
Reason.
Watch this, motherfucker.
I'm putting number 1.
Number 1, motherfucker.
Why?
Number 1.
Why? Give me a good reason why.
This one follows the trend of the previous albums. The highs were higher, but the lows were lower. The back half of this album kind of drags, but the front half is some of the most solid shit I've heard from this band. Taking the number 1 spot for now because I prefer Ren Fair music over church music and more dynamic sounds of songs.
So why am I more wrong when Tim had this one at number 4 so far?
I didn't say you were more wrong. I just knew you'd react more when I put it number 1.
Oh shit!
You didn't disappoint.
Come on, you have Opus right now as your number 4.
That's true.
Crime against humanity, right there.
That's true. Just wait till the next video.
I mean, your color code would tell all, but I'm guessing your color code's gonna be wrong.
You can guess all you want. You guys subscribe and stick around to find out what my color code is. Nickelback Brown reappeared on the sheet.
Stay safe and make good decisions.
Hey man.